Yo, what's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me all right? Give me a 5x5 out there. Skipping the whole Twisted Sister intro today because we're starting a few minutes late. Just let me know if I'm coming through clearly. Give me a 5x5. Got my eyes on all the chats to see which one responds first. 5x5, says Deborah. All right. It looks like we are good to go. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having an awesome Tuesday. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I don't know how long we're gonna go. Um, raid broke Drum's channel. All right. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be kind of a very scattered week. Sorry about yesterday. Today's gonna be a shorter show. Tomorrow is probably gonna be even a shorter show than today, and then we'll be gone until we get to Tuesday next week. We'll probably do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. I don't know about Friday. So I'm traveling again the following weekend. Um, yeah, I'm traveling this weekend, next weekend. This summer has been absolutely insane, but we're coming towards the end of it here, and then we should be we should be good to go. So just bear with me here through the rest of August, and then yeah, we'll see where we go. Anyway, jump into chat. I'll say hi to some of you guys before we get started here, and then we'll get this going. Silbor, good to see you. MDK17 Qoys, what's up, guys? Good to see Esther G13. Of course, our super mod Joe Elaine. Thank you, Joe, for all you do. Jumping over to the bunker. Floyd Due Diligence with a 10-pound super stuffed taco for the trip. Thank you. We'll throw that in the truck and feed the boys on the way out. Lance Lightspear, HL Paco, good to see you. Lyle, Jenny, what's up, guys? Packers 412, Curious One, much love. Delia out in Arizona, I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Patriot 714, of course, there's Joe modding the chat. We love you, Joe. Kane Chris, what's up, Chris? Hope you're well. Truth Teller 101. Chris with the THC cookie for the working bones. Thank you very much, my friend. R. Harrell, good to see you. Barb Robbins out there as well. Good to see you guys. D. Richard, Pip's mom over in Wales, UK. What's up, Pip? Kaz 1012. Twee 52. Pat McFly. Pensator Duppy out there as well. Good to see Brian 1871. Deborah R. Always in Texas. Denmom EO. What's going on? Jay Brewski's out there. So your Dragon Slayer. Good afternoon, Mr. Gerardo. Paul Thaddeus, good to see you. See you on flip side. Paul, thank you for the cookie as well. Dangleberry out there. Thumper Rose, Michael V, Rig Boots Viking, man, 1996. Liana Wilbert in the house. I did not steal Zach's shirt. This is my own. Thank you very much. Starwalker 77. And who am I missing? Snow Bunny 68. Namster, A from PA, DX, Redneck Shark. Filter Dog 1 says Drunk Pinata stream broke. Yikes. Hopefully ours stays up for us. Shepherding Shepherd. Mix picks, Wisconsin on. Filter Dog 1. Good to see you guys out there. It's up, Timberjet, Chirping Cricket. Laura Y, repping the 412. Let's go, Laura. We got Kimha. What's up? What's up? Lucy Anders in the house. Mad Joker, Spicoli, Moto Cowgirl, Wake Russell, Eagle Freedom. Mama's always right. Nezercat checking in from Wyoming. Valhall. Wisconsin's Pill.net server through its phone right at the end of Drunk Pinata's show. You guys are so funny. What's up, Namster? Thank you for the cookie. Wisconsin on. Just read that one. Thank you for the cookie as well. Gizmo's mom out there. Don Ritchie 17. Wood Geek. Dana Q of Lurks. Kaz. I said hi to Kaz. Patriot Drummer. Good to see Q High 17. Mix picks. Cycle Chris. Gizmo's mom, thank you for the cookie. Appreciate that. Kaiman Molon Labe out there. Tyrant Sore as wrecked. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's start the show. We'll be back in just a minute, everybody. Sit tight.
We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Y'all for tuning in, Patriots united, doing what we gotta do to win. Be addicted, the MS7, now we're moving in. And once we take over, we won't ever move again. Where we go on, we go all, I say it with pride. No, we won't run, we won't fall, we're right by your side. The demons have taken hold, but none of us will abide. Stand strong, stand bold, that's how we'll survive. 412 is the production, Monday through Friday, deplorable discussions. We're making it hard for the two state to function. Every time they switch up the narrative, we debunk it. Adult hero is the power that's controlling the plight. With all you patriots behind them, cause we're all in this fight. So many rhyme for so long, but we're giving them sight. Trapped in the world of darkness, but we're bringing them light. You may even find yourself in a different life. A lot of us have, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. Because exactly where you are at this moment in life is where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. It's all by design, the patriots are holding the line. They must have lost theirs, thinking they're controlling our minds. So many trapped in mental prisons don't know they're confined. They're just slaves in the system to the roles they're assigned. That's sad, the good news is that we're waking them up. They have monopolies on minds, but we're breaking them up. Everything you thought was news, they were making it up. When we ascend, all the tyrants won't be making the cut. Let them all burn in the hellscape they create. We the people already mapped out our escape. We hold each other by the hand as we all elevate and go to a different place. They can never get chased. When I look into the future, I can see that it's bright. When this history is written, they will see that we're right. We formed our own community and the circle is tight, but I expand the circle with every word that I write. The pen is sharper than the sword when you wield it with might. Why do you think they try to kick us off all the sights? These people hate America and punish us out of spite. We are the beacons of hope in the darkness of night. So let's go, strap in, yeah, get ready for the ride. Watch the water, we're witnessing the turning of the tide. Feel the passion and the fire that you got burning inside. Take the narrative they're feeding you and turn it to the side. We're alerted to the lies, replacing with the truth. We know the plan they devised, they're invading the youth. Now we're homeless and advised to start raising our boots. These demons all weaponized. Now we're raising our troops. Now we're raising the roof and sounding the alarm. Remember that it's always darkest before the dawn. Life is a game of chess. They want to use you as a pawn. You're only useful until you're not useful, then you're gone. But not us, we're on the right team where we belong. Everybody is invited, so come follow along. We refuse to say things are right knowing they're wrong. Adol Nero, take the mic and take flight, cause it's on.
And now, straight from the Steel City, it's your host, 412 Adol Nero.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I am sorry about yesterday. Just some last minute stuff coming up, a last minute vacation here to plan. So just kind of taking me off my normal routine. But we'll hang out for a little while today. I'm going to try to do a short one tomorrow as well, just so we at least hang out for a little bit this week. After tomorrow, I will be gone until Tuesday next week, but we will be back on Tuesday. I believe that's going to be the 20th. Let me just double check my calendar, make sure I got my days right. Yeah, so we'll hang out today. I'm like 90% sure I'll still be able to do at least a short show tomorrow, but just keep an eye on my socials to make sure. And then from there we'll be done, like I said, till Tuesday the 20th, and then we should be able to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Friday is going to be touch and go. I have another wedding out of town next weekend. This whole month's been kind of crazy, but then after that I'm clear sailing until the end of September is the next thing I have to go out of town for. So we should be good to go for a while after that. But yeah, this week kind of got all jacked up. Anyway, it is August 13th, 2024, and I'm hanging out with my OG crew here for the next hour or so. Yes, Grandma Carol, I am Oh no, wait. Shovelhead said I am slacking. Yes, I am slacking this summer for sure. But um, I knew it when we went into the summer that things were going to be kind of crazy, and it certainly has been. Anyway, let's say hi to the fam. Tien Homesteader, how you doing, man?
I'm doing hunky dory.
How was your week last week, man? We missed you.
Yeah, it was good. We had a good time with our friends. We did some things, even though there was with the rain. Um, but yeah, they got to enjoy other things too because they went to North Carolina and then they went to another part of Tennessee. And then we went over to my sister-in-law's and spent some time over there so they could see another part of Tennessee. Even though it's similar to mine, it's more flatline. Um, so we had a good time. Sat around the fire pit, sat around on the rocking chairs when it was raining. So cool.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad you had a nice little week off. It's good to be back with you, even though this week I'm pretty much not around much. We'll get back to our regular cadence next week, Tien.
Yeah, we'll get back to it on near the end of the year.
Yeah, right. Before election.
Because it seems to be getting closer by the day, man. Well,
Oh,
actually, it is by the day, but I
oh,
mean,
yeah, no, that's pretty funny. No, I know what you mean. Well, I'm glad you're here, and
say
yeah.
hi to Nana Carol.
What's up, Nana Carol? How you doing out there? Drunk Pinata, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. So apologize. I'm assuming almost everybody that was watching my show is over here now. So I lost internet, didn't lose power, but it just completely everything froze. I really haven't experienced that. And it was on more than just one device, so it wasn't just my computer. So um but yeah, thank you to Filter Dog. You had a couple cookies there. I took some screenshots. We'll talk about it next time around because I think he said that there was Kamabla was could be some. It's like a. I'm not sure what the source of the word is. This is what we were going to talk about before he crashed. That it's a noun, a force of desire, or sexual power. So it's I think Trump might be sending some underhanded messages to Kamala with that one. And then Dixie, thank you for the can. So I just want to make sure I got that out there. I'll acknowledge them if they're not here on the next stream, but that's the craziness. And so let's see. I just came across this, um, along with being just intellectually dishonest about practically everything. And by the way, the new thing is coming around they're comparing Charlottesville and January 6th again. Or well, I don't even know if they have again, but I mean they are rehashing and taking everything out of context again. So they're really ramping up the whole like, oh, they live like vermin thing, and the other thing, the other stuff he said out of context. So, but check this out. So during the discussion last night on X, they were talking about nuclear energy, and apparently CNN took a clip. My guess is that they're just lazy and they just ran with this, and they can that or they're that vindictive. I don't know. The point is that this is not at all what was said, and they implied that somehow the nuclear bombings of Japan were somehow good.
I want to play one exchange that was kind of classic. Well, there were a lot of exchanges that were classic Donald Trump, but this one really stuck out to us.
And Nagasaki were bombed, but now they're like full cities again. So
Right,
it's
right,
really
right.
not
That's
something
correct. That's correct.
So it's not as scary as people think, basically.
So that was more Elon Musk than Donald Trump talking about, sort of suggesting that what happened almost 80 years ago, I think 80 years ago next year, the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, now it's okay. Kind of trying to blow off the impact of that. I want to play.
Holy crap! Holy crap! Talk about stretching, because the answer was related to where they're at now. Go look at the images of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They're modern, great cities. And I'm not saying that justifies or in any way equivocates what happened in 1945.
Sure.
But I'm saying that's what Trump was talking about.
Yep.
I mean, look at other cities. Look at Berlin. I mean, Berlin was bombed to extinction. Look at it today.
Yeah.
I mean, look at other cities that you know we were shown Singapore, right? I mean, that hotel is amazing. Anyways, I digress.
Sorry.
That
Anything?
is so ridiculous for them to even. I mean, it's not that I'm a Biden. Sorry, that I'm a Biden opponent or Trump supporter or all of that. That's just intellectually dishonest to no end. Which it means, looking at it positively, it means they have nothing. They're shooting BBs, trying to shoot BBs out of a howitzer.
It shows a level of pettiness, desperation. I don't know. Like it's like they have to nitpick everything, TN. Like they have to find something wrong. And every movement, every word, every sentence, anything that Donald Trump is attached to or says, and they're so desperate to find any gotcha moment, anything that they can, clog the news cycle with to
Yeah.
distract from the terrible economy or the hapless nominee they have on their side. It's like they scour everything, and this is what they're coming up with. You're
Yeah,
talking
but they
bottom of the
and
barrel
every
here.
time they take it out of context. That's the ridiculous part of it. I
Yeah,
mean, it's another AI version. It's another AI version of their videos and their photographs. That's what it is. It's just the audio version of it.
mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying that that was created by AI. Who knows? They may have run it through to find me, right? Quotes. Who knows? But my point is that that's the equivalent in audio form, trying to put words into his mouth and into our mouths. Because in reality, he's so right. His latest campaign ad even includes it. He's just in the way.
yep, absolutely, absolutely. Um, any,
Anyways,
yeah,
no,
no,
no, go ahead, go ahead. You sponsor us, and then we get going.
yeah. I'll just take care of the sponsors, and we'll come back.
Before I shift into fifth gear and you'll be in trouble.
All right, our only sponsor today, and I'll do this quickly, is Earth Garden Botanicals, earthgardenbotanicals.com. Guys, you guys all know about this company by now. It's run by her friend Jolene up in Montana. She makes wellness products like CBD and hemp products, everything from tinctures to gummies to topical creams. You got elderberry tonic for immune system, fire cider to clear your sinuses, a bunch of teas to choose from, the pine needle extract to detox, the critter juice to keep the mosquitoes away. All this stuff is amazing, ethically sourced, organically sourced as well, and again made by a patriot and badass Jolene up in Montana. Promo code 412 gets you 10% off everything here in the store. So go to earthgardenbotanicals.com, use that promo code, and yeah, load up a cart. Say hi to Jolene for us. So there you go. That is our one and only sponsor here today. Shovelhead with a can. Thank you. Says they are sick. They are very, very sick. Sick, sad, and desperate people over there on the left. Drunk Pinata, did you have any other highlights from your show today you want to share with us? Anything else they're doing in the media that we should know about? Sorry, there's a fly in here. It's driving me freaking nuts. About to get Mr. Miyagi on its ass. All right.
Have chopsticks, we'll deal with it.
I guess not then, Pinata. I don't know if he froze again or if
He's
lost.
getting his chopsticks.
Yeah, good, because this fly is driving me insane. All right.
You need one of those. You've seen those zappers that are like tennis rackets. They're small, ping pong. That's what you need.
Yeah. Need that or just better hand-eye coordination and reflexes.
Yeah, well, it's more forgiving when you're on a show. You can just swat. You hear this rather than the tick, 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 chopsticks banging against each other.
Yep. Oh my God.
Vacation's really, really good, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be an interesting week. All right.
Yep.
Let's
Joy Lane
start-
says they're desperate now. Their desperation has been showing I'm telling you, they ran out of time. In my opinion, and I posted this, they ran out of time. Trump accelerated their clock, in my opinion, obviously, with the debate. With agreeing to the debate the way it was, and forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but I'm reflecting back to where we're at now and looking at the chain of events that took place, right? And today on True Social, I kind of summarized some of it, but it's you watch what happened is that first they didn't want to debate. Trump prods them. Then they agreed to a debate and put this set of rules that were ridiculous, and Trump accepted all of them but one. No sitting down, right? Okay, he accepts all the guidelines, all the requirements that CNN put on it. And in the debate, you could say that he basically threw a few jabs, but he didn't go for the knockout or anything like that. He just let Biden show himself.
Yeah, you let Biden knock himself out, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And then you look at CNN, and CNN had no choice because the way it was all led up, the way that they publicized it, and the way that they were in the tank for Biden, et cetera, they had to play it straight. They played it straight.
Do you think he was set up?
Biden?
By his own party. Like, I feel like
it's not surprising if it would, because it would be the way to basically remove him without having to remove him.
Yeah, because you think about it, they scheduled it super early, giving themselves runway between the debate and the convention. Clearly, they did not give him the same cocktail of substances they gave him before the State of the Union.
Yeah.
CNN did him no favors. They kept that split screen on him for way too long, where he's sitting there with his mouth hanging open with that 1,000-yard stare on his face. Like, if they were trying to help him, they would have taken that off the screen almost instantly. They left it on there for obnoxiously long periods of time. And then immediately after the debate, you had them flip on a dime to, like, we're for Biden, he's great, to, the DNC needs to figure out how to remove and get him to step down. I mean, that whole thing, like, looking back in hindsight, to me, was a setup from the start. They set him up to fail. They worked with CNN to make sure he looked as bad as possible, and they had the knives ready to come out, the daggers ready to come out the very second that whole debate ended.
I mean, that's highly, there's a lot of valid pro column points you're making on that aspect of it, because it was in many ways atypical for CNN, and within the proper context of playing it straight, because, as I said, they had to, so to speak, right? I mean, that's the excuse, if you will, right? So yeah, excuse me. And then the whole discussion about a coup, right? All that. Yeah, I mean, it's highly possible whether they did it by knowing that they were in a conspiracy mode, or were just doing it because it falls right into their agenda mode, right? Type of thing, without necessarily being part of a conspiracy. But it sure does look like Biden has been set up, particularly when he does, the few times he speaks, he's dropping these little, like the last one, he dropped this as the polls that we had. Well, what polls was he shown? Because all the polling that we saw, he was losing. And he was saying that it was neck and neck. Right, so now is he lying? Or is he saying what he was shown at, aka told, if you will, right?
I think that he's lying at that point. I think he's trying to, like, save face. Like, oh,
but if he does,
but it was time. You know what I mean? Like,
but if he does that, then that means he's lucid enough, and he's not as bad as it's being portrayed. Because he's got the cognitive ability to basically come to that conclusion, to lie effectively, and do it on camera.
Right.
And I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying that's the counterbalance to that, to everything, right? Kind of thing. So there's definitely what we're seeing is definitely a move to remove him without having to officially remove him, because that's what happened. And now you have the all-out push for a loser in heels and a loser with a tampon.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it is weird.
It's almost like, and this is what I was saying on Sunday, and with Pixels, it's almost like they're trying to throw it. It's almost like at the presidential level, they've already given up and they're keeping face for the sheeple. Because if you want to destroy your campaign, can you name me a better way to do it?
No?
I mean, Trump hasn't changed shit since he started. You can even go back since 2016. He hasn't changed anything that he's doing.
I agree.
He does interviews, he does rallies, he does speeches, he does dinners, he does all kinds of shit. Constantly. And these other people are just in hiding either in the basement during 2020 or never to be seen other than in small fake events. Really weird.
It is really weird. No, I mean, I think that they believe that they can essentially run a campaign, because they did it in 2020 essentially, where they ran a campaign without ever having to campaign. They kept Biden in the basement. They hit him.
But they had the excuse of COVID, and they had the excuse of the health and all that kind of stuff. And the people not being able to get together back in 2020, they don't have that now. And they're mustering. They're making a big deal. And like if it was, and I think it was Pinata that basically said the novelty of having rallies, because this is how you run a campaign, because you have a rally of 10,000 people, when Trump's smallest rally that I could recall was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 12,000 people, because they had to shut doors because of Antifa, and that filled the capacity of the room.
Yeah.
So it's like, hello,
Yeah, I think that they do have a false sense of confidence, so that they could prod their way to victory.
Or at least create the scenario where they can tell the lie of having lost due to cheating or due to something not of their fault at the president level. The focus is elsewhere. Because in order to do what Raskin and those guys are talking about, and preventing Trump from taking office, is for them to be able to control sufficient numbers in the House and in the Senate to challenge the elections. And that's exactly what Raskin said. But the dependency on that is the election at the down ballot.
Yeah.
Because they have to have it in 11. Not that they need the down ballot win to be able to do the challenge, but it's to be able to have the support like we did in 2020, when there were actually 143 House members that signed a petition to challenge the election.
Yeah.
Does that change your thinking that he said that before Biden dropped out and right before the immunity was granted?
Did he said what? Pinata?
Raskin.
Well, he made
the Raskin.
Yeah, the Raskin. He made those statements earlier in the year.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I think they have that. They had that fallback, and the interesting thing is that they catch themselves with the change in law that they removed the vice president. But here it would have been a weird scenario, because the vice president will become Kamala Harris on January 6th, 2025. And she's supposed to be the loser, as we see it.
Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic.
Right? Being the one that has to read the ballot that she lost.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite interesting. So I don't know, Pinata, if I don't think I've changed my thinking, at least that I can think of, or let's say that I recognize, because this is just so weird. I'm telling you, I hate to use the word that they're using, but it fits. The whole freaking thing is weird.
It is. It is. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Are you guys waiting for another shoe to drop? Like I'm
Yes,
waiting, yeah, like
yes, yes.
between now and November, like they have something planned. I don't know what kind of catastrophic event they have up there, what they have up their sleeve. But
The
there's no way
failure.
that we are cruising at the trajectory we are at
Yep.
without turbulence between.
That's what that's why all of this, when you look back, and I'm thinking the failure in Pennsylvania, at Butler,
Mhm.
changed the dynamics of everything. Now,
That
whether they
that
have
was the
fallback
big.
plans or whatnot, whether there were, counteraction type of things that, from a planning point of view,
Mhm.
assuming that it was let's say, a state-sponsored, whatever the state is, state-sponsored assassination attempt, right? Not looking at the whack job theory. But
Right.
even if you look at the whack job theory, the reality is the assassination attempt changed the trajectory of everything. Because on one half, you have the theory with sufficient evidence that people are questioning the state sponsor type of thing, like an inside job, right? To the aspects of whether it is or it isn't. Now they're talking about, the other one is foreign, right?
Mhm.
And all this kind of stuff. And it's kind of funny that here you have the DDoS attack on the space last night, and they're saying it was Iranian, right? So it's kind of interesting that now Iran is coming to the forefront. Too suspicious.
Yeah.
But you could say that whole event in Butler changed the trajectory of everything.
Do you think they're scrambling right now, or do you think they already had like a backup plan in mind? Because like it was
I think they have
pretty obvious to me. Like
yeah.
it started with, it started after January 6th. They wanted to impeach him and convict him, to make him
Oh yeah.
that didn't obviously.
It's been building. You
And
can see
then
it building.
yeah, and then it became a lawfare thing. They screwed up on the lawfare because they tried to play it in a way that they could disqualify him with it, but at the same time, if not, have like the trial going on during the election period. But they got outmaneuvered, and that all got pushed beyond the election now. So the lawfare has become obsolete to all of this. And then the day before the convention, they take a shot at him and they miss. They had, we had a not a super chat, excuse me, a gold pill chat. Let me scroll back up and read it because it's relevant, and it was from Shovelhead, I believe. It says no one talks about CNN airing the rally Trump got shot at. I mean, it's been talked about quite a bit. I will say though that the speed in which the assassination attempt left the mainstream media narrative is pretty amazing. Had Obama or Kamala or Biden been the ones that were shot at, it would be nonstop coverage up until the election.
Hey, we're still talking about the bomb on January 5th,
Yeah,
2021. So
exactly. So
not we, the media, I mean.
yeah. So I guess my I don't know. Like, do they have anything like what's the next step? Like when shooting them in the face fails, like where do you go from there? Do they have anything else? Was that their last move? I don't know.
No.
Like
If they were willing to try that, the one question that I have on the Butler event was it an allowance or was it a front? Because if it was a front, and maybe I should explain myself, allowing Crooks to do what he did versus using him as cover for somebody doing what he was supposed to do, i.e. a second shooter kind of concept. If it was a second shooter, it would imply that they would have somebody of skill to do it. But that person then missed. Out of the multiple shots that were fired, all of them missed except for the ear, right? This is where it gets really kind of interesting from a perspective of saying, to answer your question, what's the next? If they're willing to try that, the big question is, was it a pro or was it allowing a whack job to do it? and because it was a pro, then there was intent and there was action behind it that they hire somebody to do it. And will they do it again? Yeah. Hire
Did
somebody.
you guys see that? Did you guys see that Obama summer reading list floating around?
Yes. Yep.
What was on there? Because I saw that.
Headshot and Martyr and Help Wanted. And Headshot was the 5th book, and Help Wanted was the 14th book in the list.
He put that out at the beginning of summer?
No, he put that out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It was a Twix from yesterday.
Okay. Gotcha.
But there's a lot of interesting things going on that in the music list. But the music list is a little more involved, but it's kind of interesting because there are 44 songs.
Okay.
And the second one is 365, which is just a year. Nana Carroll brought that to me, and she asked, "When are you going to decode his playlist?" It's paraphrasing here, so that was part of it. It stood out to me. I mean, here it is: Headshot and Help Wanted.
Yeah.
And then the 8th book, which coincidentally Hussein 8H, right, was Martyr. The title of the book is Martyr. So
it's interesting. Shovelhead says
there's a lot to be seen on that list, more than is seen.
Yeah, it would not surprise me at all if that was some kind of communication.
Yeah, we've seen it before with Clinton and others, so why not? They were using Maggie Haberman. Come on.
Yeah. Shovelhead says they never aired a single rally until the rally Trump was shot at. Doesn't that seem suspicious? They knew. And thank you for the shades. Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% in the camp that it was a coordinated attempt to destroy or to kill Donald Trump. The media knew it was going to happen, for sure. For sure. I mean, there's very little doubt in my mind. They wanted that aired on TV. They wanted that to be the last thing and last image of the America First movement, and that to be the end of any kind of outsider infiltration into their democracy. That for sure. That's exactly how I read the situation. Filter Dog, thank you for the can. It says Tampon Tim stolen valor keeps getting worse. Yeah.
Yep.
He was a terrible pick. Yeah, we didn't get to talk about that with you because you were gone last week. But Tim Walz as the pick, absolutely.
I was interviewing Mr. Ed.
Yeah, that was horrible. Like, I can't believe she picked him. That is a total capitulation to the far left extremist side of the party right there. Really dropping.
I don't think he got it, Tien.
Yeah, I don't think he got it.
No,
I let it go.
No, I totally missed it.
That I was interviewing Mr. Ed.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Mr. Ed was a TV show that was a talking horse, a pint of horse semen, or let's say horse semen having to be pumped out of Waltz's stomach.
Is that true?
That is true. That the AP actually, because AP debunked it by saying somebody said human semen, and the AP says no, it was horse semen.
Oh my God! What?
That's why I said interviewing Mr. Ed, because I made a meme out of this thing. I said Tim Walz has shown me that he can handle the job, Mr. Ed.
Oh my God. That's a real thing. Like, he actually.
Yeah. Yes.
I thought people were just making shit up online.
No. I mean, I can't say I have firsthand experience, but from what I've seen in the actually legitimate articles, yes, he did.
What kind of fucking country are we running here?
That's why I'm telling you.
Horse semen guzzling fucking vice president candidate?
Well, heck, I mean, come on. You got a hoe as vice president Well, I shouldn't say you. We have a hoe. As a matter of fact, the Sunday after election, I screamed out, I kid you not. My preacher was saying something, and I screamed out, why not? We've just elected a harlot for office.
Uh, yeah, I know I'm way behind, Rye Guy. It's not that I didn't see like something about horse semen and Tim Waltz, but I just thought it was like,
Yeah, somebody making up something, kind of a, no?
so wait a minute, hold on. I just need to wrap my brain around this. There's a guy out there who ingested enough horse semen that needed his stomach pumped. The AP wrote an article about it, so this is like confirmed it happened, and he is now the nominee or on the ticket to be vice president of the United States. He's also
it's
the
not just
governor. Wait. He's also currently governor of a state. So this guy,
yes. But think of it also as this, which was presented fairly well, and I'm going to utilize it. But what is the most recognized job you did at work, without having to explain what it was, that had the highest level of recognition, right? Think about it. I'm not asking you to answer it. It's rhetorical. Just think about it yourself.
okay,
Right?
yeah,
Remember how you felt when you got the reward, whatever that reward was, whether it's tangible or not. Either way, you were rewarded, right? Okay, think of how you felt. Now, think of how you would feel if I said that was my work. That's what he did. By the rank, by Walz. By doing the stolen valor, that's what he did. He basically usurped the rank, even though he was supposed to have it, but he didn't complete the courses, and therefore he was demoted from a perspective of he never achieved it. So it's kind of like one of those of saying, oh yeah, you're going to get the promotion, but you have to do this, and you never do it. You lose the promotion, so to speak, right? So that's what happened to him, as I understand it. So here you are, he's taking credit for somebody else's work. That's how people should feel that are not in the military, but have done work that was stolen. Exactly.
Well, CB Joey saying, I think that was a fake fact-checking meme, TN.
Well,
I don't know.
I've seen other stuff, but whatever. Okay.
Someone Dark Brain says no, it's fake. I don't know. I mean, it sounds unbelievable. That sounds like a crazy story. I don't know.
Well, if it is, it's my bad.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, these
No,
people,
no, it's fine. I just, but okay, not in any form of defense, but assuming that it is not true, did anybody find it surprising?
I did. Have your
That it would be beyond them?
I guess I shouldn't at this point, considering some of the other stuff we've seen, but it's just like that's the kind of thing like you see on like those Jackass movies, like
Yeah, no, but true. But they think, and again, I'm not trying to make lemonade out of that. I'm saying,
I hope not. That'd be
it's not. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, more ice, please. No, it's just that to me, even when I saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, well, that's not shocking. I mean, from what we've seen, think of what we've seen and what we've been shown and what has been surfaced. We're talking about people that are doing adrenochrome, and we all know how that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You think this would be beyond them?
I mean, they have San Francisco like gay pride stuff where they're peeing on each other in kiddie pools. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Well,
Anyways, if I'll do some more looking into to make sure that I don't repeat myself, and it's erroneous. But to be honest, when I heard it, erroneous or not, I did not find it shocking, as in surprising, or no way would I put this beyond that in individuals like that. Call me cynical, I guess.
yeah. That's so, that's just so like beyond the, ugh. All right. Well, not exactly the topic of conversation
Sorry.
I thought we were going to get into today, but that's all right.
That was one hell of a sidebar, as Sandra likes to say.
Yeah, right. All right. We are going to do our switch over to pill.net a bit early today, since the show is a bit shorter. So if you guys over on Rumble, D Live, Cloud Hub, Odyssey, and Twitter would like to keep hanging out, please jump over and find us on pill.net for hour number 2. I apologize that we're doing this a bit earlier than normal, but the show again is shortened today. It'll be shortened tomorrow as well, but we will be back to normal starting Tuesday next week. I put the link in the Rumble chat. It'll be in the Rumble description as well. It's on the D Live chat too. Well, it isn't yet. Now it is. So come hang out with us on pill.net. If you can't get to those links, just type pill.net into your browser. It's really easy to find us over there at 412 Productions. We're going to play a quick video. We'll come back on the other side and say goodbye to the other platforms and read your gold pill chats. And then we'll talk about the Trump Elon interview on the other side of the break. We'll be right back, everybody.
Pill.net is proud to host 412 Productions exclusively on the true home of free speech. To continue watching the show, we are here to help you over to Pilled. If you're new to the platform, just click on the welcome link provided. It will then automatically walk you through signing up for your free account. If you already have a Pill.net account, follow the link provided directing you straight to 412 Productions channel. We are excited to have you join the Pilled family, and if you have any questions at all, please email support@Pill.net. Enjoy the rest of 412 Productions on Pill.net. Free speech lives here.
Jump in. All right, we are back. Thank you to everyone who is going to continue hanging out with us over on pill.net. Again, those links are in the Rumble description, the Rumble live chat, the D live chat, or simply go to pill.net and find us at 412 Productions. If you're not going to jump over today, come hang out with us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do at least an hour tomorrow, maybe a little bit longer, but we are going to do some kind of broadcast. At least that's my intention as of right now. And then that's going to be it for this week. I will be back Tuesday, the 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I believe we're going to do the rest of the week, normal schedule, potentially a bit of a shorter show on Friday, as I will be making my way up to Buffalo, but there's no rush for me to get up there Friday night. So I could probably do the full show Friday next week. Anyway, that is the plan. That is the plan here. So come find us on pill.net. Otherwise, have an amazing rest of your Tuesday, and I hope to catch you guys tomorrow.